Oh, yeah. It's a special edition of the post-game show. Oh, man, what a bunch of people I have tonight for you. And we're here on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, X platform, and also on the Kick Network. We're on the Sports Nuts channel, Pensman Sports, and the Tiger Stripes Media. We're simulcasted there tonight. And let me introduce our panel for tonight. And first, we're going to start off with with Brian Pettit from the Tiger Stripes Media, Pensman Sports. And our special guest tonight is Brandon Keeler from the Sports Nuts program. And we are live right here, as I mentioned, the platforms we were on earlier. And we're also sponsored, our studio sponsor for tonight's special program here tonight. And we're going to be talking about the NFL here on a special post-game edition of the post-game show. We normally don't do this, but I figured it's something that we would try tonight to see what kind of viewing audience we would get for this. And we're in the Mata Heating and Air Conditioning Studio, 724-2010-500. If you live in Western Pennsylvania, the Mata Heating and Air Conditioning, call them today. Look, winter's coming. Winter is about to show up here, and you better get your air conditioner fixed and rolling. And Mata Heating and Air Conditioning, you ought to call Mata. Also, they offer snow melt for the winter and UV lighting. So give them a call, 724-201-0500. And also, we're sponsored by Mike Dotson Realty, Ocean City, Maryland. 410 area code 596-1681. Any real estate needs you have in Ocean City, Maryland, give Mike a call. 20 years in the real estate business, Mike Dotson Realty, Ocean City, Maryland. Also, speaking of Ocean City, Maryland, we have a new sponsor that's part of the equation here now, and that is Carey Insurance. Call the Carey Insurance Group. Ask for Steve, 302-642-6001. Call Steve today, Carey Insurance, 302 area code 642-6001. Delmarva area is number one, and that's the Delaware, Maryland area, number one insurance company for all your insurance needs. Carey Insurance, give them a call. They're a new sponsor. We've got a few more new sponsors from the Delmarva area coming up as well. And we're here at Studio 10 in Berlin, Maryland, live and dangerously local right here. All right, Brandon, introduce yourself. Everyone knows who Brian and Pensman are. Brandon, introduce yourself. First time on the RW Media Productions. So introduce yourself to everyone.
Hey, y'all. My name is Brandon. As our good friend Ralph has said, I am the founder and owner of the Sports Nuts. It's a nationally known sports talk show. Ralph has been on our show, and Pensman, and of course everybody knows this gentleman right above me, Mr. Brian Pettit. He is our special guest contributor with these Sports Nuts, and I can tell you guys, these three gentlemen right here, A++, highly recommend. If you guys haven't had already get the chance to check my guy Ralph out, check my boy Brian, and of course my dude Pensman right here. Let's get it going. Ralph, I am honored to be here, man. I appreciate it, brother.
Oh, no problem. And Brandon's possibly going to be joining myself and Smoke and Jim Frazier on Tuesday for the Sports Corner Show. We're here every Tuesday, 4 to 5 p.m. On our social media platforms and the Huddle Sports Network on Roku Television, and also on the Fire Stick, as well as their Facebook and YouTube channel as well, the Huddle Sports Network. And we're also on at 4:30. This Tuesday, Keith Engel from the TGI Sports Network will join us. We have a lot to talk about with Keith, and Brandon will possibly be joining us as well. Let's check his schedule, and he'll be joining us as well. College football, the end of the baseball season wrapping up. Also, the NFL in play. And, Minnesota today, guys, their second game overseas. They won. They beat the Browns today. I was kind of, the Browns kind of gave him a game. But you know what? Minnesota pulled it out. I got to give it to Carson Wentz with the touchdown pass to my man, Jordan Addison, who the Steelers should have drafted. Instead, they did not draft Jordan Addison. They would have their second receiver to team up with DK Metcalf. So they let him go to Minnesota in the late round of the first round. And guess what? Now he scores the winning touchdown today for the Minnesota Vikings. He was punished in the first half. He was not allowed to play the first half for showing up for practice late or game late or something like that. And so he was punished today for the first half. Also, we're going to talk real quick before we get started here. Mark Sanchez in the doghouse with the NFL. He got himself into a situation where he physically assaulted a 69-year-old man over a parking spot in a parking lot. And the 69-year-old man claims it was self-defense, that Mark Sanchez came at him, and that Mark Sanchez was intoxicated. He has been arrested for the assault and also is charged with being drunk and disorderly. Brandon, since you're our guest today, we're going to start with you first. Your thoughts on this Mark Sanchez thing?
Mark Sanchez, I mean, the dude, obviously he's synonymous with the butt fumble. I mean, come on, everybody knows who the butt fumble is. But, like, when I saw this whole thing that he was stabbed, I was like, what in the world? And then, plot twist happens. He's been arrested for this kind of stuff. And from what it was reported on ESPN is that he has been temporarily relieved of his duties, which usually means that he is not going to be getting a paycheck anymore. He's going to probably be getting that pink slip. But this whole thing is a mess. Obviously you got to fall down to get back up. And, we saw the whole situation that happened with Ryan Leaf and his debacle. But this gentleman needs to be some help. Something's going on with him. You know what I mean?
All right. We got sports scores on today. Thank you for tuning in. Also, Josh Dorr also tuning in, behaving himself. So there you go with that. And Pensman's my monitor. So those of you who don't have anything regarding the topics at hand, keep it off the air, because Pensman will let me know that it's not to be on the air. Okay, Brian, your turn. Well, your thoughts, Mark Sanchez. Go ahead.
When I first saw it last night, I was like, okay, what's going to happen next? I saw it yesterday afternoon when I was driving around, and I was like, Mark Sanchez, and I was like, okay, what's going to happen next? And then last night before I went to bed, he was charges for 3 misdemeanor charges, and I was like, uh-oh, something really bad. But, it is what it is. If he committed those crimes, then, throw him in jail for a little while. But you know how it always is. Sports guys will always get off, their things. Hopefully he'll do it.
I'm laughing at the comments myself. I just saw that. All right, here we go. Here. You know what?
Oh my!
I might as well include this. All right. Hold on a minute. Let me see if I can get it. Oh, nope. Here we go again. All right. Well, that's okay. Don't worry about it. No.
That's hilarious.
That's all right. I'm not going to worry about it. But anyway, here we go. I'm going to set the alarm. There we go. All right. We got people, Pensman doesn't like certain people. There you go. I love it. So, all right. Pensman Sports. Go ahead, Pensman. Your thoughts on Mark Sanchez.
Look, like Brandon said, Mark Sanchez is famous of the butt fumble. He was great at he was a great quarterback. He did decent. He just didn't have the team. He didn't have what he did. So that's what's going on with that. But with that, I can't see Mark Sanchez coming after somebody physically first. I can see him as a self-defense person. I don't see him getting mad. I've seen his interviews. I just don't know if you gotta be careful what reports you hear, because it's always 3 sides to the story. It's his side, then the other side, and then there's the truth. And
the media can turn around too.
Yes,
exactly. The media likes to twist things around. So that's what's going on. That's my take on that.
Especially social media. Oh my gosh, social media is going to rip us alive. You're going to have all these reports out here, and I'm going to use a topic. I'm going to use a term from former GM Kevin Colbert. He used to say this all the time to the media. Anytime there were reports out there about certain things, don't listen to that. It's an erroneous report. So sometimes there's a lot of erroneous reports out there. All right, got to be careful about what reports you read. I learned my lesson in the wrestling business. Because I cover wrestling. on Tuesdays at 5 p.m. with myself and Smoke and Jim Frazier, and every once in a while, Pensman will join me for the Wrestle Talk show. And this week we have a lot to talk about. We're going to be talking about the Saudi Arabia event coming up for WWE. Oh my gosh, that's going to be one heck of a card. It's going to be one heck of a thing. And I want everyone's thoughts. Save them for Tuesday. I want everyone's thoughts. And we can talk a little bit of wrestling here if you want today, guys. But what I want to talk about is your thoughts on this ESPN app thing now. The pay-per-views are on. You really can't watch it on your TV. You got to watch it on an ESPN app. Now, I hear you can transfer it to your TV, but there's a whole bunch of technical crap you got to do to get it over there, all right, or whatever, all right? I don't like it because now I can't watch it on my TV. I got to watch it on my tablet or on one of my computers because I thought it was going to be on the regular ESPN channel because that was the way they promoted it. And then I said to my wife, I says, I don't think ESPN's going to give up college football. I don't think so. And they didn't.
Nope, they will not.
There's no way ESPN's going to give up college football for WWE. They make too much money on college football. There's no way. They make
the multi-billion-dollar industry, and they're not going to want to surrender any opportunities for earning that extra. Oh, my gosh.
Here we go. It's 35-24 now. All right, well, I hope the Lions can wrap it up here, Then the Steelers are in first place, and they didn't even play today. I love it. Oh, I love it. I love every minute of it. All right, guys, we're going to get started with our games here real quick. And I want to thank the this sports what is this?
Oh, sports.
Yeah.
It comes off of my channel.
Oh, okay, great. And I want to thank you for being part of the show here today.
Yeah.
Oh, we have Cyberooski. All right, Cyberooski there. There you are. Thank you for being part of the program as always. And your friend Josh Dorr here is here as well. And all right, let's get started with these scores today. First, we're going to do games in progress, and we have games tonight, and we have games that have ended. All right, so right now in the fourth quarter, we have the Cardinals up 21-12 on the Titans. 9 minutes left in that game. 1 minute left.
Ralph, just a little update right now. The Tennessee Titans are at the 15 yards at the Cardinals right now.
Yep.
And they're at the 15. It's 1st and 10 at the 15 right now.
And there's 30 seconds left.
Yeah.
Yeah. Titans guys might get their first win. You never know. So yep. All right. The Buccaneers and the Seahawks, 35-all, tied. These are two teams who are gritty and fight amongst I'm talking they really fight in these games. They've been in some dog fights. They haven't been blown out. Baker Mayfield and now the resurrected Sam Darnold. And, that's going to be interesting going down here. And then in the fourth quarter, of course, we just got the update on the Lions versus the Bengals. Fourth quarter as well. Commanders 20, Chargers 10. I didn't expect that. I was taking the Chargers in that game, but still got 7 minutes left. So we'll see what goes on there. Tonight, 8:30, coming up soon on NBC, Patriots versus the Bills. Let's dissect that game first. Brandon, go ahead. Bills and Patriots. What do you think for tonight?
Oh, man. Pensman and I had this conversation earlier, too. And
we did.
Tell
them what you told me.
I've said this so many times too. First off, there was a score earlier with the Lions and the Bengals, and it was 28-3. And I'm like, I hate that score. That's the worst score because I'm an Atlanta Falcons fan, thinking through, kind of thing. But there's this weird curse that's going on with the Buffalo Bills. I mean, everybody knows this. They're the only team that's gone to 4 straight Super Bowls and lost all 4 in a row. It's so weird. And, I think the curse might end this year. I had this feeling it may finally end. But, the Patriots, yes, they mollywopped the Carolina Panthers last week. I understand.
I like how you and Matt do that, man. That wall.
I love it.
That's
and, it was like 40-6 or something. It was an absolute thumping. It really is. But, the Bills, they're legit. And I'm going to tell you guys the truth here. When the whole Matt Ryan getting rid of him started happening with Atlanta, I kept saying, I hope and prayed that Josh Allen was going to be drafted by Atlanta. I went to the University of Hawaii. So I got to see Josh Allen because he went to Wyoming, so I got to see him play against Hawaii. And I was, oh man, I wished that Atlanta had gotten him because Josh Allen is unbelievably fantastic. He is electric. I mean, and I'm not dogging Drake May at all. I'm not going to dog him. He's a great quarterback, great family, by the way. But I don't know. I think Buffalo is absolutely going to come out ready to play. And Pensman and I both said it is the Patriots, and I would be surprised if this weren't an absolute dogfight to start, and then we start seeing the true colors of the Bills come out, and the Bills absolutely run away with this in the second half. I could see this coming to fruition.
All right. Thank you, Brandon. Go ahead, Pensman. You're next. Your thoughts on this game tonight? I think it's Bills by a blowout, if you ask my opinion, but go ahead.
Yeah, I think Bills are going to blow them out. It's the Patriots. The Steelers had 6 turnovers on technically 5, but I call 6 because of turnovers on downs. But we had 5 turnovers against the Patriots. The Patriots don't have a good offensive scheme. They just do the same thing. They're very average. So their new coach is trying to get their system going. But I think Bills are going to run over it. Josh Allen is a phenomenal quarterback. He's just playing with the wrong team. But it is what it is.
You know what team you want him to go to.
Yeah, I know. But we had Ben Roethlisberger at the time.
All right, Brian, your thoughts. Go ahead. Tonight's game.
Okay, first of all, some of the Bills notes. The Bills actually can start 5-0. This is crazy. They can begin the season 5-0 for 4th time in franchise history's first since 1991 and 4th.
That's a long time.
Team in NFL history to win 14 regular seasons home games with 24 points in the each game. So what I think Josh Allen's going to come out and they're going to play. I think they're going to run the ball, and then they're going to once they start open with Cook, then they're going to go to all their receivers. Then they got a bunch of them. So, and I think the defense will show up a lot better tonight than we have. I think it's going to be a 34-10 game. So there you go.
All right. Yeah, that could happen. You know what? I'm not sold on Josh McDaniel anymore. I call him Josh McDummo. I've been calling him that for years. Especially when he was a head coach. I mean, he just was terrible as a head coach, just couldn't do it. And, Brandon, I've said this many times in regards to the fact that, it's there we go. All right. Some people can bake a cake and some people can't. Josh McDaniel is one of them. He's a guy who is supposed to be a good offensive coordinator and a good offensive mind, just a horrible head coach. He's had 2 head coaching opportunities and he blew both of them. So, yep. I mean, I'm not really sold on him anymore. I think he's another one of those Belichick assistants. And we saw with North Carolina yesterday. Yeah, North Carolina. Sorry, they hired Bill Belichick now. And I said it. Why is a 70-some-year-old man who was in the NFL all these years all of a sudden in college? Oh, wait a minute, I forgot. He's got a 19-year-old or a 20-year-old girlfriend or something?
Yeah, something.
Yeah, that he has to pay for. Yeah. Now I know why he's in college football at that age. I would not be in college.
Hey Ralph, I got one thing. Yes. I got something to tell everybody. I was on Brandon and I did a show at 3:00 earlier today, and I told Brandon on the show, it's like we know who won the Brady and Belichick debate. We know Brady won that debate because you see what Belichick's doing in North Carolina.
Yeah,
well, exactly. People are already calling for Belichick's head.
Yeah,
they are.
There are so many reports out there. There's so many posts, everything. They're saying he needs to go on. I mean, even ESPN today said, after what they saw, is it time for Belichick to hang it up his whistle? And I say, absolutely. I mean,
yeah,
this
I think
most
it is.
Points he has ever given up, ever in his entire career. He's given up so much already, and we've only played 5 games the entire college season.
Well, it's embarrassing, Brandon. I mean, come on. Here's a guy who has been an NFL coach his whole life, and he's trying to be like Pete Carroll. He's trying to resurrect his career. Pete Carroll's what, 70-some years old, and he's trying to resurrect himself with the rate does. And now,
between the two.
Yep.
yeah, well, but I mean, at least he stayed in the NFL, Pete Carroll. He didn't go back to college.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, but anyway, he was the one who told Dave Wannstedt when he took the job at Pitt, I'll never leave college. I love it here. And then all of a sudden he skips to Seattle. Yeah, okay. There we go. Yeah. All right. All right, here we go. Scores for today, this morning. Oh, man, I thought it was a barn burner, but Minnesota pulled it off. 21-17 against the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns look terrible. I mean, I know Gabriel tried. Dylan Gabriel, he did everything he could. Roman Gabriel's grandson. He tried everything he could to win this game. And, I was
actually impressed by him.
Oh, I was too. In fact, they said he wasn't going to make the team because of, Shedeur Sanders being there. And he ended up making the team, and Shedeur Sanders hasn't played a down yet. So, I mean, and then, by the way, remember the overcrowded quarterback room with our good friend Kenny Pickett? Yeah, who ended up getting traded. And I think he's deactivated every week now too. So I told everybody about Kenny Pickett. So did Smoking Jim Frazier, my co-host on Sports Corner.
But Kenny Pickett did kneel the ball down and won a championship for the Eagles.
Yeah, he did.
Yep,
he took the kneel down.
Yeah, he got a Super Bowl ring to do absolutely nothing but maybe hand out Gatorade. Yeah, that's about it.
And take the kneel down.
Yeah, I heard even the janitor gets a Super Bowl ring or something. And everybody in the organization. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
All right.
What does Kenny Pickett's hands though fit around the Gatorade?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Sorry,
Well,
I had
no,
to say that.
Brandon, I'm friends with two really good scouts. I'm friends with Claudio Rosano, who is a very good scout. He scouts a lot of baseball. And Smoking Jim Frazier, who's been scouting football for 40 years. He used to work for the Steelers at one time. And when Kevin Colbert came in and took over as GM, he ended up getting fired by Kevin Colbert. So, but anyhow, what had happened was Smoking Jim, and he'll be on next week on the post-game show. He'll be on with us. No, wait, I'm sorry. It's at home. He will not be on with us, but he'll be on the college football show with us, and he's on every Tuesday, and you'll get to meet him when you come on Sports Corner show with me.
Great guy, Brandon. Great guy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And he said it, about Kenny Pickett. And then Claudio said when he used to go to all the Pitt games, because he used to sit right down by where the Pitt sideline was, he says, you know what? Kenny Pickett's hands are too small for this game. You know what I mean? For football. And he was the one that came out and said it many, many times about Kenny Pickett. And then another friend of mine who's on the Sports Corner radio show with me, Luther Dupree, was like, oh, no, Kenny Pickett's this, that, and whatever. And Luther took a big L on that one, a big loss, because, Kenny Pickett ended up being a bum. And I told everybody, and this is the truth from my sources at the Steelers, and this is the truth, that the Steelers took Kenny Pickett to appease the Pitt fans because they didn't want to hear the backlash if Kenny Pickett went to another team and became a winner. And why didn't you take Kenny Pickett like you didn't take Dan Marino? Why didn't you take Kenny Pickett? You didn't take Dan Marino too. What do you got a problem with Pitt? You know what I mean? So they, not to hear all that rhetoric coming from Pitt, it seemed like the last draft of Kevin Colbert was that. So there you go. Before he stepped away. And by the way, when I seen him at this event I was at with Ryan Shazier. I said, thanks, Kevin, for that draft. Thank you. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, because I was at a Ryan Shazier fundraising event a couple years back, and I saw Kevin Colbert there. I said, thanks for that draft, Kevin. Much appreciated. Thank you. All right. Former Detroit Lion executive. All right. Okay, let's get started here. Brandon, you're first. Vikings-Browns, the game this morning. Did you watch it? Were you able to tune in, or did you sleep in like a lot of other people?
I watched it.
Okay.
I have 4 kids, so they wake us up dark 30 kind of thing.
You don't get to sleep on Sunday, huh?
No, we don't know what sleeping in is, but I watched it, and look, I'm a big, obviously, I haven't gone to the state of Hawaii. I have to cheer on my Hawaii family, Ohana. And shout out to Linda and Billy Fihoko. I know they watch everything that we come on. So Ralph, just let you know now with me on here, your you're definitely in with
Part of
all
the
my people.
Hawaiian family. That's
That's
great.
right. Yep,
I'm a big
so
Don Ho fan. So
and so like when I watched it, Dylan Gabriel, he looks really good. And he's very poised in the pocket. He is I love how he's able to read his progressions so well. Obviously, they came up just short, and I mean, it's such a great moment for obviously the state of Hawaii to have somebody with his caliber and with Tua Tagovailoa to come on and be able to showcase their talents internationally. I'm absolutely astonished with how everything went. And by the way, my good friend Jerry White right here just commented, Ralph. This guy is a good buddy of ours. He's come on our show. Definitely worth talking to. He's a big Bills guy, but I really enjoyed that game thoroughly. I mean, the Vikings, they pulled it out, but I mean, I will, and Pensman will tell you this. I kind of was thinking a little nervous right here, what's going to happen, but great game overall. I really enjoyed it. And, shout out to Dylan Gabriel. I think honestly, this is just his breakthrough. He's going to come out now and he's going to be one of those quarterbacks that's going to be a good one for a long time. Which here's a weird stat too, by the way, Ralph. Do you know since 1999, when the Browns officially came back again, there have been 41 starting quarterbacks? That is an unprecedented number.
That's a lot. Yeah, they've failed at quarterback for many years. And everyone gets on the Steelers for failing after Ben Roethlisberger retired, and now
we didn't go through 41. We didn't go
through 41 quarterbacks.
I know. Yeah, exactly.
That's such an alarming number to think about. I mean, and there's people that have those jerseys that have the tape that they tape out their name every year, and it's like all the way down to their ankles now.
Cleveland just needs to worry about their own organization before they mess with anybody else.
They need to quit worrying about what the Steelers are doing and worry about what the Cleveland Browns.
You just worry about getting the 45 and 50.
Yeah, that's like I worry about what RW Media Productions does, and I do worry about my friends and everything, but there's some other people that think I worry about them, and I don't. So
love that.
Whose names I will not mention. By the way, Facebook, Cletus Lee, and Cletus is a very good contributor to all my shows. He is the mayor of North Braddock, Pennsylvania, and I want to say congratulations to his town in the Mon Valley for the. I know we don't talk politics here, but congratulations to them for the Nippon Steel U.S. Steel deal, which will keep jobs in the Mon Valley, and also they're going to be doing the Braddock plant, the Edgar Thompson Works. They're putting $100 million in to start. So I just want to let everyone know that as well. So I just want to let everyone know. Thank you, Cletus, for tuning in on Facebook. And also your comments are welcome here if it pertains to the subject. I want to say, Jerry, welcome to the program. Thank you. And I know you're part of the Sports Nuts program, simulcasted on Pensman Sports, Tiger Stripes Media, and also on the Pensman Sports, Tiger Stripes Media, and the Sports Nuts as well. All right, Brian Pettit, let's get into you. We haven't heard from you for a few seconds. I didn't want you to feel forgotten.
No. I didn't really.
I
didn't actually watch the game, but I did hear it on the thing. It looked like he actually played pretty good. Gabriel did. So I mean, it's his first start, and he was 19 for 33 yards, 192 touchdowns, no interceptions. That's actually pretty good for his first start. So expect a lot of things. Now, my thing is, what happens if the Deshaun Watson comes back? Then you're really going to have one with another quarterback in the next year. Is this going to be one of those? And, is this going to be a controversy of this one?
Yeah, that's going to be interesting.
And it's going to be interesting. But then it's the same way with Brock Purdy and Jones. Same way, what's going to happen? But they're saying it's not going to be a quarterback controversy, but it is. So you got two teams. You got the Browns and the 49ers to think about. All right, here we go. Who's going to be the next quarterback for these two teams? Because Mac Jones.
You can keep Mac Jones, and you give us Brock Purdy.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm wondering if Brock Purdy was a 1 or 2 year wonder here. Like a one-hit wonder kind of thing. You know what I mean? And then all
Yeah.
of a sudden now he's starting to fall apart. And
He got that money, now he can fall apart.
yeah, exactly. It always seems like Brandon, the second contract always seems the one where everybody fails.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I
right.
mean? You know,
Absolutely.
it does that. Pensman, your thoughts? Minnesota Cleveland game today. Go this morning.
I thought it was great. Always watching Cleveland Browns is always lose is always a fun time for me. And everybody in the AFC North lost, and the Steelers are just chilling back, relaxing, enjoying their 3-1 lead, and play Cleveland next week. I thought Wentz played good once again. I don't know why Philadelphia let him go, but thank you, Philadelphia, for letting him go. So just because he tore his ACL, but thank you, Philly. But Jordan Addison, great catch in the corner, great spot by. You can't time that spot. If you go back and look at that highlight, I did it short, so go back and look at the short I did. Look at the placement that Wentz did. 95% of the quarterbacks that are throwing right now cannot place that spot.
Wasn't one of my
favorites.
Was never one of my favorite songs from Toby Keith, but I want to say this in honor of Toby. Red Solo Cup.
Here. Love Toby.
I always have one. Yeah. Actually, today is the final day, and I'm going to make this announcement here. The final day for the country calling down here at Ocean City, down on the boardwalk today. Friday was a great show. They had Brooks and Dunn, Luke Bryan, Carrie Underwood. Oh yeah, they had a bunch of.
Oh man,
that'd been fun to go to.
That would have been awesome to attend.
Yeah.
Oh, and I've been to.
When I was there, they had. Yeah, they had Green Day and Fall Out Boy.
Yeah, Green Day was there last week. Yeah, last week.
Oh,
we
man,
came home.
That's when I was there last week.
Yeah.
Yeah. I came back from Pittsburgh and I pulled in my driveway and I could hear the concert while I was in my driveway unloading my van. I mean, it was interesting, you know. So yeah, I called my handyman. He came over, unloaded my van for me and everything. So that was nice. And we were sitting there jamming. I sat out there for a little while and listened to music. I love it. You know,
Ralph got up and started dancing.
Yeah, not really. Actually, I'll tell you what. I did dance at a wedding. I danced in my wheelchair at a wedding.
That's what I mean. You were jamming.
Yeah.
You were jamming in the
walkway.
Right. All right, guys. Next. I can't believe his score, but I can believe it. Daniel Jones has resurrected his career.
Oh my God.
How about this? Change of atmosphere. I've said it many times.
Yep. And Kinsman said that too. You did say that.
Colts 40, Raiders, the Raiders 6. Pete Carroll ought to be ashamed of himself for this game. Oh,
Ralph, can you do your saying just one time, just for me?
Yeah, I will. A change of atmosphere can do a player some good, and/or a coach, and/or a coach. I mean, you know, I've seen coaches go from one team to another, or have 2 or 3 stints as a head coach. And finally, after one, you know, they were able to come back and do something. I
said the same thing when Brandon and I were doing our show earlier, Ralph.
Yep.
All right,
I got your back. I got your back.
Yeah, I know you do. All right, Brian, we'll start with you on this one. Colts and the Raiders.
Raiders are just the Raiders. That's all. They're just going to lose. Keep losing.
And overpaid. I said he was overpaid. Geno Smith. You know.
When is the last time actually the Raiders have done anything? Years.
Rich Gannon era.
Yeah.
Jeez. I think who was his first name? Flores was his last name. Was the head coach? Flores was the coach. That's the last time they've done it that I can recall.
I'm thinking back like
Gruden
days.
They did something when Gruden was there. Yeah, Gruden was
good.
And
Derek Carr.
Yeah.
Last time they were really relevant though was the Rich Gannon
Flores.
era.
Yeah,
the Rich Gannon era
and Madden era. Yeah, those were the 2 times. The Madden Knoll games with the Steelers and the Raiders.
Yes.
That's when the Raiders were the Raiders. I mean, the real Raiders. You know, like they used to say in this show, to tell the truth, will the real Oakland Raiders please stand up? You know what I mean?
Eminem, buddy, Eminem.
I used to be next door neighbors with Lyle Alzado's son, Justin.
Get out of here, for real.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. I used to go to many. So Justin and his mom, Cindy, still get tickets to this day to go to any game they want to anywhere. So when I was a kid, Justin and Cindy used to get us Falcons tickets to go see the Falcons at the Georgia Dome. And
Georgia Dome, yeah.
I remember many times going over to the house, and I would see pictures left and right of Lyle Alzato's stuff. I mean, she has his jersey in a picture box. I mean, it was awesome, you know.
All right.
Okay, we got some breaking news. By the way, Oregon State fires special teams coordinator. 6-0 start.
Who?
Oregon
James
State they fired
Christian
something?
on Sunday. They have thrown him out and fired team
he's
special
fired.
teams coordinator. Yeah, he got fired.
Fired.
You're
Oh,
done.
my. You're fired. That's what Vince McMahon used to say. You're fired. No, I got to do my President Trump imitation. You're fired. Remember when he used to be on that show? What was that one show he was on? Yeah,
you're fired. Celebrity
entrepreneur or something. Yeah,
yeah. Celebrity.
He stick his finger up and just go real nice and mellow. You're fired. You know, yeah. And then Vince McMahon, his face would get ready. You're fired. Oh yeah, that was classic. Okay, Brandon, or I'm sorry, Pensman, your thoughts? Raiders, Browns, or I'm sorry, Raiders, Colts. Go ahead.
Daniel Jones is in a new atmosphere, like you're saying. Daniel Jones is tying his shoes so he doesn't have to worry about tripping over his own shoelaces. So Daniel Jones feels more comfortable. He's got a new coach, different atmosphere. He's inside. He doesn't have to worry about the weather unless he plays in the outdoors, but he's indoor stadium at home. He feels more comfortable in Indy. The fans love him in Indy. So he's sitting good. Brian Doble cannot coach any coach. He can't even coach Russell Wilson. If you can't coach Russell Wilson, something's wrong. You can't even contain Jackson
We're going to talk
Dart.
about that next. The Saints got their first win today. That's next. All right.
Just that's my take.
Let's go with Brandon real quick here. Colts, Raiders.
So I call them the Yadas. But man, like, you know, you're right. Pete, look, nothing against Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll, you know, you've had your time. I mean, you're Ralph already told you, everybody, you know, Pete Carroll's in his 80s almost. And, you know, times have absolutely changed in the realm of football. And, you know, I mean, congratulations goes out to Daniel Jones, resurrecting his career. Clearly, AR-15 was never the answer for the Colts. And, you know, I think it was smart of them to absolutely move on from him with Daniel Jones. But Pensman and I had this discussion earlier. Who would have thunk it that Daniel Jones would become Daniel Dimes? Like, how insane is that? Congratulations to the Colts for, as Matt and I always say, the molly-whopping that you guys did against the Yadas. Congratulations. Outstanding job. Just tremendous work.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Brian and Brandon, I want you guys to go back and watch some of the highlights of Daniel Jones in New York Giants. He had it. He just didn't have the right people around him.
I believe it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. He did not. And you know, the funny part about all that was he was overpaid too by the Giants, just like Geno Smith was overpaid. And I criticized that organization for that. I say, you know what? You're paying bums like Kirk Cousins. He's sitting on a bench collecting $108 million or whatever it is that he's getting. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you know, I mean, you know,
everybody was laughing at me because I wanted Daniel Jones to go to the Steelers, and like, he'll do the same thing. You don't know that.
Well, Arthur Smith.
You don't know that. I'm just saying.
True too. That's true too.
Different coach.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Okay, let's move on here. The Saints won their first game today at the expense of the New York Giants. Oh my. Brandon, we'll start with you. 26-14 loss. Congratulations to Kellen Moore. He got his first win as a head coach. Oh, there you go. Congratulations to him. All right, go ahead.
If y'all hear that, I'm doing the golf. I'm actually, you know what? I'm gonna do the golf clap. Of course, I can't stand the New Orleans Saints. You know, being Atlanta Falcons, our biggest rival. But you know, here's the thing: New Orleans has been they've kind of been the redheaded stepchild this season. Everybody's already said they've tanked because Matt's even said this a lot. Is the firm belief is that Arch Manning is going to be a New Orleans Saints simply because his grandpa Archie was the quarterback there. But you know, the Saints for the first time, I think in like almost 3 years, they looked complete. Like they actually played a real complete
Football
game.
game, yeah.
It's an interesting tidbit on that one with regards to it is
Right.
the Saints. I mean, they let's just be honest. Other than, other than Alvin Kamara, who all do they really have? I mean, Chris Olave is there, but other than just Chris Olave and Alvin Kamara, they have nobody there. Nobody really left.
I'll tell you what, the cupboard was bare when Kellen Moore took that team over. They were $80 million. I had a guy on who covers for Amped Up Sports, who covers the Saints. And he came on and told me they were $80 million in the hole. I mean, as far as like over the salary cap, and they were like a dumpster. They're a dumpster fire down there. But what I will say is that once again, here we go, the Dennis Allen and the coordinators baking a cake kind of thing that I've used for, you're not putting the right ingredients in the soup, or, the bake the cake thing. Some people can bake a cake and some people can't. Dennis Allen cannot be a head coach.
No.
He stinks. He's had
also,
2 chances and he stinks.
Their quarterbacks. Tyler Shuck, I'm nothing against Tyler Shuck. He did great at Louisville. But then, what is Spencer Rattler? He only had one really decent run. That was when he was at South Carolina. He did not do good at Oklahoma because he didn't get a really opportunity to, because he had to deal with Caleb Williams.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one.
You literally have Tyler Shuck and Spencer Rattler. That's your quarterbacks. That's something to write home to mom about, kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. All right, Pensman, go ahead. Your thoughts. Saints, Giants.
Giants fans, you're so happy that you took Jackson Dart at 26. Well, congratulations. He's got 1 win, but he's still a rookie. But hey, if you guys love Jackson Dart, go right ahead. He's still going to be who he is. A Giant. You can't find another quarterback like Eli. And it's probably going to take you another 5-10 until you find another Eli. So good luck.
Or another coach like Tom Coughlin.
Yeah.
Bill Parcells.
But
those are the two coaches.
Giants will be the Giants. You better get that plane fired up and say, fix this fire dumpster.
Yeah, you better do that. Brian, your thoughts. Go ahead.
I was thinking who did the Giants trade from last year or 2 years ago? Didn't they trade a running back, Cook, or something like that?
Yeah.
Barkley.
They didn't sign him.
I think that to me is the biggest problem that the Giants had. They have no really running game. They do have Scatterboo, but you look at the quarterback, he's a freshman. I mean, he's not a freshman, but he's a rookie. And also you got Scatterboo, who is a rookie too. So you got 2 there.
They got Trice too. You forgot about Trice.
Yeah. But all these guys are kind of rookies. Just think about if they get 2 years or 3 years under their contract, they're actually going to be pretty good. But I just think they're just missing somebody big home run hitter. But congratulations to Rattler. He got his first win in the NFL. So
the Giants need to fire Brian DeBoer. There's another case of the bake the cake thing that I always use. All right, guys. The Cowboys and the Jets. I tell you what, I'm impressed with the Cowboys here. I'm sorry to say this. I'm not a Cowboys fan. I can't stand them.
I'm tired on the air.
But you know what?
No, Ralph just gave credit to the Cowboys.
I tell it like it is. I tell it the way I see it. Okay. And not only do I tell it the way I see it, I also tell it because Smoking Jim Frazier told me that George Pickens was going to have a good time down, or he's going to be a better athlete down there. Again, change of atmosphere down there with Brian Schottenheimer and all that, and that offense down there. And guess what? The Cowboys won again today. They beat the Jets, and Smoking Jim said to me as part of this show today, he said to me that he watched the game and the Jets quit on Aaron Glenn today. They really did. They quit.
I heard that some people say that too. I heard a lot of people say that
Brandon,
he looked like a duck out of water. And they're, ironically, I'm watching Football at Night in America, and they're literally talking about it as we speak on the TV. Aaron Glenn was hung out to dry. He really was, and he's a tremendous coach. He was a tremendous athlete, everything, and he literally was hung out to dry for the wrong reasons. And the Cowboys, they are the Cowboys. We know what they are. To quote the famous Denny Green, they are who we thought they were. That's very true.
Oh, yeah.
With the Dallas
Cowboys. Who they thought they were.
Yep. Yeah. Let them off the hook. Yep.
We let them off the hook. They thought we thought they were.
But the Jets, they are an absolute train wreck right now. So
It's
I mean,
another dumpster fire there too, or a train wreck, or whatever you want to
you
call it.
can't you I mean you I made this joke recently about them. I said you could put all 22 guys, that's offense and defense, together on there and put one man, and they'd somehow way they still lose the game because they're not utilizing their talents and they're not being smart about it. But I don't know what needs to be done to fix the situation, the dumpster fire with the Jets. But I mean that something's got to be
Just
done
say New
immediately.
York. Just say New York in general. They're both
Yeah,
dumpster
that
fires.
both of them.
Yeah,
they,
both
well,
teams are dumpster fires at MetLife Stadium.
yeah. I mean,
You're going to say it. You might as well just
I
finish
was gonna
it.
say, yep.
They
Yeah,
come
it's
right
true.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something's got to be done. I mean, because this is now yet another like chalk it off to a lost cause with the Jets and the Giants. I mean, how much more are we going to sit here and say, the Giants can get this and the Jets can get that, but we're not seeing it. What I mean, a lot of people have said, why don't they just go ahead and, the owner of the Jets needs to sell the team.
I want to know how many times they're going to keep blowing it up, Brandon. That's
Absolutely.
the part
Yeah.
about it, you know how many times you're going to keep blowing it up here. Okay, Pensman, go ahead. You're next. The Cry Boys and the Jets.
I want the old football back. Brian and Brandon, you guys can agree with me. Ralph, you can agree with me. You remember
I
when
agree with you 100%.
the Eagles are dominating the NFC East? You remember when
Yes,
there was
they
used
are.
to be Cowboys and Giants were fighting?
Yes, it was always those two.
Yeah, and
Yeah, it was
pardon me, America. I'm going to say something that's quote quote racist. But you remember when the Redskins were in these situation / Commanders, but they were in the mix too back in the days when his guest going to be coming up, Mark Brunell, when he was quarterbacking back in those days. That's when the Redskins. That's when the NFC East. Now it's Philadelphia. Oh, let's go next year, Philadelphia. Let's go next year, Philadelphia. When's it going to be competitive? The Giants need to fix something. The Jets need to fix something. It was the Patriots for almost 10, 15 years. Now it's Buffalo for the next 15 years? Come on, guys. But the Jets need to fix something. Do you remember in week 1? I'm going to give you guys a flashback. Week 1, Aaron Glenn. They made one tackle. Aaron Glenn was like, yeah, let's go, boys. Yeah, let's go. He was all excited. Then all of a sudden, week 2 to 3, 4, and 5, he's like, whatever. Where's that fire, Aaron Glenn? Where's that fire?
Yep.
I think he gave up last week when he yelled and screamed at his team.
he
literally
chewed him under their bottom last week.
Yeah, he chewed him a new butt
can't
last
give
week.
up. The Jets need to be fighters. They need to compete for the AFC East against the Bills. Anybody
And
can
again,
beat anybody.
Don't change uniforms until you get yourself back.
That's why they changed
like
it
arena
because
football
they're mourning.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
were black today because they're mourning.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, Brian, go ahead. Your thoughts, Cry Boys and the dumpster fire Jets.
Well, as a 49er fans, I do not like the Cowboys. They could lose every game.
I don't like them either, Brian, but I had to give them credit where it's due, man. They've come out,
And Jen's stepdad was here, and he was going crazy because they were winning. The Jets are just the Jets. I really want to see the Cowboys play a really good team. I mean, their 2 losses have been pretty good losses, but it didn't matter to me who won this one. I did think
we beat the Jets by 2, Brian. We beat them by 2.
I thought the Jets could beat the Cowboys today, honestly. I really did. But, way it turns out, and I'm going to tell you this right now. This year in the NFL and college, it is unbelievable how crazy the NFL and college has been so crazy this year in playing sport. You cannot expect these teams to go out there, okay, we're going to win this. There's too many injuries for multiple teams, NFL, college, whatever. And it's just been crazy this year how college football is and also NFL, because you never know who's going to win. That's my point. You never know who's going to win because some of these teams are equal and some of them are not. We know who the bottom half of them are. We know who the top half of them are. So
thank you, Aaron Glenn. Now I'm going to hear Dak Prescott on my TV all week long. He gets a tie. He gets a tie. Then they come next following week. He gets a win. Yay, Dak. Is Dak in the top 5? No. Just because he gets a tie and a win? Come on, Aaron.
And then they're going to say about his MVP, too. He's gonna try. They're gonna try to win MVP.
Yeah. Don't even start, Brian. It's only Sunday.
Any day that ends in a Y is not a good day, right?
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's get into a few more of these games here.
Get
The
back,
Ravens,
MVP.
the Ravens blew it today. They got
Yeah,
blown
they
out
did.
No,
Fans
they
were
got
leaving at
mollywopped.
halftime.
They got
Fans were leaving at
mollywopped.
halftime.
45
badly.
to 10. They got mollywopped or whatever, however you pronounce it there, Brandon. But
That's right.
yeah, they got really tore apart here. Brian, we'll start with you. The game today, the Ravens, they got blown out.
The Ravens.
And the Texans blew them out. And here's the interesting part about it: the Texans got a new offensive coordinator, and they just blew the Ravens out today. I just don't get it. I mean, But
Yeah.
anyway,
CJ Stroud
Go ahead,
was on
Brian.
a different planet.
I didn't watch that game, so y'all can go ahead. I didn't watch that
All
game
right.
at all.
that's fine. Go ahead, Pensman.
CJ Stroud on a different planet. Baltimore Ravens didn't show up. Beautiful game. Beautiful game. When you see Baltimore Ravens stadium empty at halftime, that's the best feeling in the world. I love it. CJ Stroud, awesome. And Anthony, welcome to stream. You really want that monitor position, don't you? So,
There you go.
no, I have three
Yeah.
rules, and Anthony knows what it is, and he's owning up to it.
All right. Thank you, Anthony, for being part of the program as well. And I want to welcome those in the Sports Nuts simulcasted on the Sports Nuts, on their sites as well. And we're also simulcast on Tiger Stripes Network and Pensman Sports as well, as we always are when we're all together. But I want to welcome the Sports Nuts, all the fans and viewers of the Sports Nuts shows. Welcome here to RW Media Productions. Okay, real quick here, I got to promote this real quick here. My friend Claudia Rosano is involved in this. It's Italian Impact Weekly. They're having a spaghetti dinner here in Swickley, Pennsylvania. I believe it's in Swickley. Hold on, let me look at this here. It's a pasta party fundraiser. The honorary consult of Italy in Pittsburgh. It's the Italian Sons and Daughters. It will be here's all the information you need right here, date and time. It's at the Spegna Spirit place, I believe, and it's all right here for you. Take a look at it. Head out to it and help with this fundraiser. It's to raise money as well. So check that out. I wanted to send a shout out to my friend Claudia Rosano, who is working with this. He's on the Italian Impact Weekly show on 6:20 a.m. WKHB, and we're going to be talking about that later on. I have some announcements for you and some possible program changes and some things going on with RW Media Productions. All right. Okay. All right. Next, Broncos, Eagles. Eagles get upset today, 21-17. Oh my gosh. What an upset.
Finally.
Jeez. This has to
Finally.
probably be one of the
Finally.
best wins in Sean Payton's new career with the Broncos. Has to be almost. Because the Eagles, I thought they were going to tear them up. I mean, this happened at the link. I mean, so Brandon, go ahead. Start with you.
Man, that was I was so Pensman and I were talking about when the game was going on. I was kind of a little bit on edge, and I mean when the Broncos, because Pensman before our show ended today, he said, "Yep, Eagles are going to win." I said, "I don't know," and then the Broncos took the lead by 1 point, and then they kicked the field goal to take the lead indefinitely, 21-17. Shout out definitely goes to Bo Nix. I believe
this
his name is in
has to be
Jignal,
best
right?
Yeah.
This was a fantastic
It was at the link.
showing. I absolutely am tipping my cap to Broncos, and the TV announcers did say that this was the first real signature win of Sean Payton's career as a Denver Bronco head coach.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. And I just said that. I thought this was his best win. So, all right. Go ahead, Brian. Your thoughts on this. Go.
My thing is if you look at some of the stats, Denver actually stopped the Saquon Barkley. I mean, he only had 30 yards, but the biggest was Dante Smith with 114 with no touchdowns. That's pretty remarkable that he didn't even touch. I mean, he touched the ball 8 times, 10 times. He was targeted for 10 times, only caught the ball 8 times. So their defense stepped up and beat pretty much a Super Bowl team, from this year. So, I mean, you got to get off to Denver how well they played. So, and Bo Nix is, I mean, he's a good quarterback. I mean, when he played for Oregon, 3 or 2 years ago, he was actually pretty good. And then he also played for Auburn, and I just remember that he's playing pretty good. So I think that was going to win a couple more for the Broncos. This is a big step for them. So
All right, a couple finals just come across here, and of course we already got that from some of our commenters here. I can't believe this. The Titans won their first game by 1 point. Titans 22, Cardinals 21. Cam Ward gets his first win, and wow! If I'm Jonathan Gannon, I'd be angry. That was in Arizona, is where that was.
Ralph, can you bring up this last comment?
Who, by Anthony here?
Yeah. His sister likes the Broncos because she likes Peyton Manning.
That is funny, Anthony.
All right, we're going to go through some of these real quick here because I want to wrap it up shortly here. So we're just going to go through a couple quick stuff here. Titans get their first win. The Buccaneers beat the Seahawks 38-35. That was a dogfight. But again, here we go. Baker Mayfield at his best.
He should have won in Philly last week.
Yes, exactly. He should have. But you know what? The Lions beat the Bengals 37-24. Steelers are in first place. They win next week. They'll be 2 or 3 games ahead of everybody.
Yeah, so we can have 2 or 3 bad games and still be in first.
The Commanders, well, soon to go back to being the Redskins if they want their money for their stadium. Because President Trump has said if they don't go back to that, they're not going to get that. Okay, Thursday night we saw a game. The Brian's team, the 49ers, beat the Rams by 3 points. And tomorrow night, Chiefs versus the Jaguars. I'm taking the Jaguars in this game, and I'll tell you why. Because Liam Cohen is on a roll. He's not doing too bad as a coach down at Jacksonville. He's got Trevor Lawrence moving along, and it's in Jacksonville in the heat. So I think that this might be the game that Mahomes might lose. Casey might lose this game. I'm going to take Jacksonville in this game. We'll start with you, Brandon. Go ahead. You're our guest today. You go ahead and start off. Who do you think wins tomorrow night?
So first off, I got to say the only thing he's really losing at is his most uncomfortable Duval thing he did in the press conference. But you know what? I'm going to go right there with you. I'm going to say this is definitely not the Chiefs of old. I think that the Jaguars have found the rhythm. I could see the Jaguars pulling it out like a 28-17 kind of game.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a dogfight. It's not going to be easy by no means. But KC has won and lost games for the last 2 seasons like that. And I think we saw it in the Super Bowl. It bit them in the butt in the Super Bowl, so we'll see what happens there. Ryan, go ahead. Your thoughts. The game tomorrow night, KC, Jacksonville.
I think this game is going to be fourth quarter scores. But as I can see on some of the game notes right now, Jacksonville has won 3 of their first 4 games for the second time in 15 years since 2018, which is crazy considering that. And you got to talk about Trevor Lawrence. If Trevor Lawrence gets off to a good start, they'll win. Also, you got to get Travis Etienne a good running. He's got to have over at least 50 yards if he's going to have. And I think this defense of the Chiefs are going to be difficult. If they stop the run, then they also got Travis Hunter, who's been a great, season high of 42 receivings for last week. So and also Travis Hunter's a defensive back. He's going to be there the whole entire time, and he's going to push whoever out there. You got Xavier Worthy the only other time. Otherwood. You got Hollywood Brown. You got all these receivers. So who's he going to cover? But I think this game is going to come down to the fourth quarter, and you just don't give Mahomes, Kelsey with all them. You just don't give them 2 minutes. So But
Right.
I'm looking for an upset. Jags going to win.
Yeah, so do I. I'm telling you, I believe
But
that to be
if
the
you
case.
get Mahomes, if the Jags score, just don't leave time on the clock. We've learned that we learned that in the past.
Keep Mahomes on the
Get
bench.
Mahomes
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
thing. You better give him 30 seconds or he's gonna put one down in your gullet and you're gonna go, that's your Mahomes again. So
Oh yeah.
and you can't make him scramble. You gotta put a spy on him. So
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Okay, Pensman, go ahead.
I got one question before I get my comment. Is Taylor Swift going to be showing up?
Oh boy. I could have gone without hearing that name. I really
Oh, please, come on, man. You know what? But you know what though? I gotta give Kansas City a lot of credit by her being part of their organization through Travis Kelce, of course. I said this on some other shows, national shows that I was on. Now Kansas City has a new thing of a new breed of fans now. They have all the Taylor Swift fans. And laugh if you want to, but guess what? That's money cha-ching in the Kansas City Chiefs pocket, because now you got all the Swifties out here all following the Kansas City Chiefs. Even if they don't know anything about football, they're going to follow the Kansas City Chiefs because Taylor Swift is in the press box. So there you go. All right. But anyway, there you are with that. All right. Pensman, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, there you go. But that was the first question. So now the Chiefs are going downhill. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce got engaged, and ever since they got engaged, Travis Kelce went from here to here. So Mahomes can't find his favorite target. Brian said everything what Brian said was accurate about the wide receivers, but if you can't get open, you can't catch the ball. So I think everybody's figured out what Kansas City does, and eventually everybody's going to figure out what Philadelphia is going to do since they're in their dynasty level stage now. So I think that's what's going to happen. I think Jaguars are going to win by a touchdown.
All right. I want to welcome Anthony to the program here as well. Thank you. I want to thank everybody for your comments tonight. We're getting ready to wrap this up here in a few minutes. I have some closing announcements here. I want everyone to take a look at this banner. All right. The reason I want you to look at it is because my radio agent, who is working out a arrangement or working out a contract negotiation with AM 620 WKHB in Pittsburgh to air the Ralph Williams, Tony Moreno show, which is on every Saturday morning, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. on 1250 a.m. The Answer and 92.5 on the FM dial. We will be on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Times to be announced. All right. If it works the way my radio agent wants it to work, we will be on Monday both at 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. And then on Wednesday, we'll be a live call-in show at 2 o'clock. And then on Friday at 11 a.m. And then Saturday on 1250 The Answer here, as we are every Saturday morning at 8 a.m., the Ralph Williams, Tony Moreno show. So get a good look at that, Pittsburgh, because guess what? I'm coming for the big boys. I'm coming, and we're coming for the big boys. You didn't want to give us a job, but guess what now? We're going to take your fans, we're going to take your ratings, and we're going to take everything from you. Because you know what? You messed with the wrong guys. You should have hired us instead of those boobs you hired that are on Saturday afternoon. You should have hired us instead, but you didn't. And you ignored my phone calls, you ignored my emails, you ignored everything. That's fine. Just go ahead and do it, because guess what? I'm coming. We're coming, Tony and I. We're coming for your ratings. We're coming for your audience, and we're coming for your fans. Your ratings have already dipped to number 11. You used to be number 1. Now you're number 11, and you know who you are. It starts with a K. All right. Now I'm not going to go any further than that, but that's what it is. All right. And real soon here, the Ralph's Opinion show is going to go syndicated. My radio agent's working on that as well. And
look at Anthony, man. Anthony's got your back too. Look at that.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Go Anthony.
Go Anthony, indeed. Rocket.
You go, boy.
I like that. There you go. Thanks, Anthony. Hey, that might be Anthony from Pittsburgh, from Oakland.
I have no idea.
That might be who that is.
He's subscribed to me on Friday during my hangout, and then he's on every show since Friday.
He and I are consistent callers on KDK AM 1020, so maybe we're part of this little this little group of people who call up all the time. So
I don't know.
I got to
just
show the
met him on
host.
Friday, so I don't know who that is.
So yeah, I could be him. All right, let's all close up here. Tell everybody how they can get a hold of you. We'll start with you, Brandon, since you're our guest tonight, our special guest tonight. Brandon, how can everybody get a hold of you and what you're up to here? I'll put your banner up here real quick. Go ahead, Brandon.
Damn.
Yes. So our season 5 of these Sports Nuts actually starts up Tuesday. It is jam-packed. We are at the Sports Nuts 176 on YouTube. We're on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Twitch, Twitter. We also are on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Podbean, and Amazon. We're literally on every social media. And coming up on Tuesday, we actually have the radio play-by-play announcer of Old Dominion University coming on. And as Pensman alluded to, we also have Mark Brunell, and Drew Bledsoe is slated to come on our show. Really excited about them. This next season is going to absolutely be jam-packed. Our guy sitting slightly above me, the little catty corner there, Mr. Brian Pettit. He is our special guest contributor. He will come on regularly. He actually has his own segment on our show. And if you guys get the opportunity, we'd greatly appreciate it, is to come check us out every Tuesday and every Friday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. The Sports Nuts will be live. We also air live on the radio at 95.5 KFCE and TigerNation.live. We are actually about to go to a couple other radio stations. But yes, come check us out. We'd greatly appreciate it. I have absolutely had a blast coming on here, Ralph. It means the world to me to have the friends that I have with you guys. And if you guys want to know this, Ralph, Brian, and our guy Pensman, they are legit. And I promise you, when you click that subscribe button and turn on those notifications, you're not going to miss out on some quality content because they have the absolute best.
Well, I got one for you here. Remember when Johnny Cochran said in court, if it don't fit, you must have quit? Well, there's no quitting us. So you know what? You know, we are legit and we don't quit. So there you go.
Too legit.
Just want to let everyone know that. So
there
you are. All right, next, Brian Pettit. Go ahead, Tiger Stripes Media. Go ahead, Brian. Tell everybody how they can get a hold of you.
You can find me on X at 24TS Media. Also, you can find me on YouTube at the same place. So tune in. We'll have live coverage, and we'll be doing a lot more football sidecast and everything else. So there you go. And yes,
all right. Okay, Pensman Sports. Go ahead. Tell everybody how they can get a hold of you and what you're up to. Go ahead.
You can find me on YouTube on Pensman Sports. I'm at 989. 11 more to go to 1,000. I talk Steelers, I talk Penguins, and I talk Yankees. Yankees did lose 13-7. Their series is 0-2, favor of the Toronto Blue Jays, but they go back on Tuesday to New York. Hopefully they tie the series, but Penguins start on Tuesday. I might be doing the game. I'm not sure. Brandon's all excited over there because of hockey coming back. And then Ralph and I will be doing post-game show either Tuesday night or Wednesday, depending on time. I don't think we'll do post-game show.
Probably Tuesday night. Wednesday night, I got my other commitments.
Yeah.
So
we'll talk about it, but we're going to do post-game shows on that. So looking for me on Tuesday, Thursday, Wednesday, Friday. Friday's my hangout session where I started this a month ago and it's taken off. And I do a lot of Steelers content. So just subscribe to my channel. I don't want you guys missing a thing.
All right. Cletus Lee, the mayor of North Braddock, is part of this, and I want to show everybody this. On October 18th, all Mon Valley residents are invited at 4:30 to 8:30 at the Georgetown Center in East Brewston Road in Pleasant Hills. Registration requirement, and it's also this was sent to me by Cletus Lee. Please promote this. This is a briefing of the help to dispel the anxiety of the Clairton Coke Works disaster. So that's what this is all about. And all Mon Valley residents are invited to it, as you do know. And please keep the prayers in your prayers. The Clairton, Pennsylvania, and all the workers who work at the U.S. Steel plant there, they had an accident there some time ago, and but don't worry. Nippon Steel will nip that right in the butt. They already started with the 100 million to Braddock. The Edgar Thompson works and the Clairton works is going to be next. And it's a great thing. I want to thank President Trump for brokering this deal. And I want to thank the progressive politicians who do nothing in Allegheny County, who finally, some of them came alive. Some of the other ones stayed hidden under their rocks or whatever, so, but anyway, I don't want to talk that here, but anyhow, also you can get a hold of me, RW Media Productions, Ralph Williams, on my YouTube channel. I'm already up to 2,300 and I'm trying to get to 2,400 by the end of the year. So help me do that. And, also, I'm on Twitter. You can follow me there. It keeps going up and down for some strange reason. I don't know why, but it keeps going up and down. It's like a roller coaster. But anyway, I'm trying to get some consistency here. What's that, Bensman?
Bots.
Yeah.
There's a lot of those things out there, unfortunately.
Exactly. So in Facebook, and also don't forget, I'm on the. I'm also our shows are on Twitch and the Kick Network, and we're on Huddle Sports Network. And don't forget, sometimes during the week, I contribute. Come on, the Ken and Ken in the Morning show on the Huddle Sports Network every morning at 11 a.m. every Monday through Friday morning. I want to put a plug out to them. Green Bay Ken and Chicago Bears Ken, and also Joe is a contributor, and he's a LA or a Las Vegas Raiders. He covers the Las Vegas Raiders, and but they're on the Huddle Sports Network, and every once in a while, Rusky Bear, who's a Bears contributor as well, is on there. So I want to throw a shout out to them. Every once in a while, I'm on their program during the Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. as a contributor. But I haven't been on for a couple of weeks because I got jammed up with my medical thing up in Pittsburgh, and I will be coming back on with them soon. Yes, good.
Real quick. I was just looking at the FanDuel deal right now, and the Chiefs, just for right now, I don't know how long it's been, but they were just updated it a while ago. The Chiefs are a 3.5 favorite right now over the Jacksonville Jaguars. The over and under is 45.5. So that's what the FanDuel is right now.
I'm mad at them, Brian. I'm mad at them. They said that the Yankees were going to win this series, and they're down 0-2.
Well,
oh wow. Well, you know what? I don't.
It ain't over till the fat lady sings.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't get involved in FanDuel because I'm not a bettor. I'm not a gambler or anything like that, so I don't get involved in that stuff. Thank goodness I'm not a bettor because the way things have been going right now, the college and pros. I'm glad I don't bet. I
don't either, but I was just letting y'all know that it's close to what it was.
Oh yeah. I
mean that's pretty close, and it decides on who wins. So I guess they're giving them. But
we all agree it's going to be a dogfight. It's not going to be an easy
dogfight.
Yeah. But we all took Jacksonville here, so I think Jacksonville is going to pull this off. I like Liam Cohen. I think he's doing a pretty good job down there so far. Season's not over yet.
Just don't say lol.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, how about I forgot to say Carolina won another game today. I got to tease a guy I know that covers Carolina. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Did they
won again today.
Yeah, they won.
Yeah, they won.
They won.
I saw they had to leave, but I didn't see
they
the
won.
Yeah, they won.
Everybody in the NFC South won today for the first time.
And
in
the
10
bad
years.
thing is they got Wally mopped last week.
Yeah, they did.
They got absolutely manhandled, and I loved it. But it's weird. You just heard that it's for the first time in 10 years. Everybody, of course, the Falcons are on a bye, but for the first time in 10 years, everybody in the NFC South won. It's unusual.
And everybody in the AFC North lost.
Except, hey, Pensman, the Steelers did not lose today.
Yeah, no,
and they did not win because they did not play.
they're watching football, celebrating like us.
That's right. Let's hope they didn't celebrate too much and don't come out flat and play and lay an egg against the Browns. I don't think they will, but we'll see what happens. But don't forget this week. One last announcement I want to make. Don't forget, I'm going to post the schedule up here for RW Media Productions. This is our daily schedule here so far. Some tinkering may be going on if I get that steady radio contract thing going. But there's the schedule right there, all on these platforms at the bottom, and all sports programming, including the college football show and and also the Sports Corner and the Wrestle Talk Show are on the Huddle Sports Network. Other than that, all other shows are so far on these 5 platforms, and I'm keeping on working. And also, I want to bring everyone's attention that I'm moving maybe 1 or 2 shows to the Spreaker Radio Network. So I'm possibly doing that because we're not getting a lot of viewers on social media. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go on Spreaker, and then I'm going to upload it onto social media. So if you want to watch it on social media, that's up to you. And but it will be live on Spreaker Radio. So just want to let everyone know that. I haven't decided which ones to move yet. I may move them all. You never know. We'll see what happens. So there you are. All right,
Ralph
guys.
Williams, yeah.
That's right, Ralph Williams. Yeah, let me
Yeah.
talk to you. All right. So there you go. Let me talk to you. What do you want to talk about? All right, let's get that. I don't want to go into that tonight. I'm missing my Archie Bunker. So there you go. And I'm missing the Monday Night Football game too. So I want to
Hey,
get
Ralph, last
Yes.
last thing, and then we'll go. In game 2 tonight, the Aces beat the Mercers 91-78. So that game
Yes.
now leads.
The Aces are up 2-0.
So the
Yeah.
Acers are leading it 2-0 over that on the Mercers
All right,
now.
let's
Oh.
all leave Ralph alone so he can go to his show.
That's right. I want to watch my Archie Bunker, man. I got to have my Sunday night of Archie Bunker.
And I'm getting ready to go to bed. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. That's right. You got that trash pickup to do.
yeah, yep. I
Yeah,
sure
if he
do.
doesn't watch his show, then he's grumpy the rest of the week.
Hey, you know what? Sunday nights we have to take out the trash here, and Brian picks up the trash. So there you go.
There you go.
You know, so. But anyway, everyone have yourself a great night, and please, by all means, please be safe. Thank you. I appreciate everyone for watching and tuning into tonight's program. Until next time, for the post-game show, we'll be back next week for Steeler post-game after the Browns victory, and we'll talk more NFL and so on. Brandon, thank you. For being part of the
Steelers victory, not Browns victory.
No, I didn't say that. I said Steelers Browns after the Steelers
Steelers
victory over the
There
Browns.
you go. There you
Yes,
go.
Exactly. So all right, for Brandon Keeler, Ryan Pettit, and Pensman Sports. I'm Ralph Williams. Have yourself a great one. Thank you.